The power on the dark side.
Hello everyone, what is up? It is Luke here, and I'm back with the next of these last few wand reviews, and this video will be dedicated to the wand of Professor Horace Slughorn. So it does say Professor Horace Slughorn, a recreation of the famous wand, and underneath the black sleeve is a black box. Take that off. You do have the foam, obviously, and then move that to the side. You have the wand with the name clip, Professor Horace Slughorn, and here is the wand itself. So here is the actual wand, and as you can see, it's a very unique one. You have the slug head here, which has even got the eyes on it. Now you may be able to see that there is black on here, and that's because I coloured it with Sharpie. The actual colour is meant to be kind of brown. Let me see, is there anything of the original brown on there? It's meant to be... Wow, this is really crap. But it's meant to be kind of a light brown colour. It's not supposed to be black. But I did that to it because I did think it was black. Lo and behold, it's not supposed to be black. I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, it won't be black if you order it. It will be brown. Just saying. But then you move here where you have kind of a ring of little studs, similar to the ones on Narcissa Malfoy's wand, and her wand will be reviewed very soon, so don't worry about that. Then you have kind of a metallic coloured handle, and you also have a couple of bronze rings. You've got one here, and you've also got one here as well. There's also a small gap here. I'm not sure if that's just part of the design or whether that's something on mine. I hope it's part of the design. But then you sort of move, you have a small disc here, which, I mean, you can feel it, but it's not like painful or anything. And then it sort of, it's like a thin neck almost, like a lightsaber thin neck. And like this, you have another disc with those little studs decorated around it, and the shaft is what's very interesting on this one. You have the slug tracks going all the way around, going most of the way up the shaft, and it's all inconsistent in the directions, and you have sort of a metallic silver going on with the slug tracks. I know that they're white, it's kind of a silvery white. And you can feel them on there. You can feel that the slug tracks are kind of separate from the shaft. Like you can feel them on their own, with certain parts of them, and then you can see that it's very crooked as well. It has kind of a curvature to it, and then it has a very fine point at the end. From an ergonomics standpoint, it's very nice to hold, actually. It's not uncomfortable or anything like that. Would I recommend you get this one? Definitely. And the same with Professor Flitwick's wand as well, which was the one I reviewed previously. But I would definitely recommend getting this one, even if you're not a big fan of Horace Slughorn as a character. If you're a fan of, if you go for wands based on more of the design rather than the character they're that they're associated with, I would suggest this one because, I mean, you don't see very many ones that look quite like this, do you? But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this review on Horace Slughorn's wand. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, goodbye, you've been warned, and mischief managed.